Mira didn't sleep that night. She couldn't, not with the glow of his phone still burning in her memory, not with what she saw still echoing in her head. Each message, each name, each soft ping that told a louder truth than any scream. Liam lay beside her, still, peaceful, breathing like nothing had changed, like her heart hadn't just shattered beneath the weight of undeniable truth. She had wanted to believe him. God, she had. She wanted his version to be the truth, that Keisha was just a girl in need, that Liam was just being kind. But now she knew, and yet she didn't move, didn't cry, didn't scream, she just stared at him. Because sometimes heartbreak doesn't show up loud. Sometimes it's a silence that suffocates, a stillness so thick it presses on your lungs. And Mira, she was already drowning. She set the phone down, then picked it up again, over and over, reading, rereading, trying to understand what it all really meant. Her hands trembled. She turned to him, gently, then with a little shake. Liam, wake up. His eyes opened slowly, half asleep, half startled. What's wrong? She held out the phone. Read this. Explain it to me. He glanced down once, then sighed, not guilty, not apologetic, just annoyed. Why are you going through my phone? Mira blinked. Are you seriously? It's called privacy, Mira. Her breath hitched. That was his angle? You don't trust me. That's the real issue. If you did, you wouldn't be snooping through my stuff. You're flipping this on me after what I just saw? You read what you think you saw. But even if you were right, how can there be a future if you don't respect boundaries? That was it. She stood up. No more words, no more waiting for him to be someone he wasn't. I'm done. And just like that, she left. The nights after blurred together. Days felt slow and heavy. The food didn't taste like anything. The light didn't feel warm. Her pillow always felt wet. She cried. Cried the way people cry when the person they thought would protect them is the one who broke them. She lost weight, but it wasn't the physical that hurt. It was the absence of truth, of love, of peace. The questions came like waves. Why did he lie? What did she have that I didn't? Why wasn't I enough? She swore she'd never speak to him again. He made that easy. He didn't call, didn't text, just silence. Until a month later, the professor's voice echoed through the lecture hall. Your final design project partners have been randomly assigned. Check the list outside after class. Mira didn't think much of it until she reached the notice board, until her eyes landed on the pairing. Mira and Liam. She let out a bitter laugh, whispered under her breath, God, who did I offend to end up with him again? She stood frozen for a moment, then pulled out her phone, typed, Can we meet? It's about the project. He replied quickly, Sure, you choose where. They met at a quiet cafe off campus, and when she saw him, something cracked, not painfully, just softly, like the ache that had haunted her for weeks suddenly eased, just a little. It scared her how fast his presence settled the storm, but she wouldn't show that. He looked the same, still calm, still Liam. But she was not the same girl he last saw. Before we begin, she said, I need this to be clean. I want peace. We can't mix what was with what we have to do now. If you and Keisha are together, fine. I'll stay out of your way. Let's just finish this project. Liam didn't speak. He just stared. Then he said, What if I want you, not her? Mira flinched. You vanished for a month. Don't say a word. And now you want me? I never stopped. What I had with her, it's not what you think. You're the one I imagine a future with. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a small box, opened it. A ring. I want to marry you. Her chest tightened. You disappear. Say nothing. Then propose? No answer, just that familiar smile. Still, she didn't run. She didn't say no. Instead, slowly, she let him back in. He brought her snacks when they worked late, listened to her, watched her. And Mira, she tried to believe he had changed, tried to believe love could rebuild itself. Some nights she'd lie awake remembering the way he laughed, the hoodie that smelled like him, how he made her feel like home, and she had always wanted to marry him. She had dreamt of a family with him, a future with him. She was ready to forget the betrayal for the sake of it all. She told her father, said Liam had changed, that he wanted to do right by her, and slowly she started to believe it. Then one night, a status popped up. Keisha in Liam's room, same walls, same bed, smiling like she belonged. Her chest tightened. She texted her. "What were you doing in his room?" Keisha replied, "Why don't you ask him yourself?" That night, Mira lay still in bed, but not in peace. She couldn't eat, she couldn't think, she couldn't breathe without remembering that post Keisha in Liam's room. That familiar wall, that familiar bed, smiling like she belonged. Mira had stared at the screen for too long, convincing herself it wasn't what it looked like. Maybe it's old, maybe she posted it to stir doubt, maybe I'm just overthinking again. She opened WhatsApp, typed, deleted, typed again, then called. Once, no answer. Twice, still nothing. She tried again. This time the line didn't even ring. Phone switched off. And that was the moment something in her broke. Her heart thundered in her chest as she threw on a jacket and left. The night air was thick and silent. She didn't know what she'd do when she got there. She just knew she had to see, to know, to catch him in something he couldn't explain away. Every step toward his place felt heavier than the last. Her thoughts spiraled. Prayers whispered into the dark. Let it not be true, please, let it not be true. She reached his door, paused. Her fingers hovered over the handle, her breath shallow, and without knocking, without giving herself time to change her mind, she opened it. The room was dim, quiet, still, and there they were, two silhouettes, half hidden by rumpled sheets and the soft amber glow of a bedside lamp. Keisha, hair tousled, expression calm, almost smug, like someone who expected to be seen. Liam, shirtless, eyes wide, stunned mid-breath. They jolted upright, a shuffle of limbs, a flurry of movement, but not fast enough to erase the truth Mira had already seen. Keisha didn't flinch, didn't cover herself, didn't apologize. She just stared, eyes locked with Mira's, like she'd been waiting for this moment all along. Mira didn't scream, didn't cry, didn't even blink. She just stood there, frozen. And in that silence, every lie she'd ever forgiven came crashing down at once. Her mind blank. This was it.